Assam Rifle post at TOB Nokyan, part of Headquarter 7 sector. Headquarter Aigar under the aegis of Spear Corps on 7 November organizes a medical camp for the residents of New Village Mon. First ever animal shelter called Society for the Prevention of Cruelty to Animals set up in Irabili, Dimapur, Nagaland aims of providing home food treatment to dogs that are left alone on the streets and have been abused. Delhi Environment Minister Gopal Rai says centre must hold an emergency meeting of states neighbouring Delhi to devise a mechanism to deal with crop residue burning, due to which the city's air quality has deteriorated. Chief Secretary J. Alam IAS on 6 November called for a review meeting to discuss matters related to payment of pending advertisement bills at the Chief Secretary Conference Hall, Kohima. Hello viewers, you're watching English Primetime News, and now the news in detail. Assam Rifle post at TOB Nokyan, part of Headquarter 7 sector, Headquarter Aigar under the aegis of Spear Corps on 7 November organized a medical camp for the residents of New Village Mon, located at Arunachal Nagaland border. With the lack of medical facilities at New Village, the Assam Rifles carried out a medical camp with the aim to reach out to the people living in the remote areas and to establish faith and build cordial relationship with the locals. The medical camp saw a total of 120 villagers benefit from the medical camp. The Assam Rifles were complimented and appreciated by the village elders, GB and chairman for their efforts and promised full support and cooperation to their security forces. The first ever animal shelter called Society for the Prevention of Cruelty to Animals has been set up in Iralibil, Dimapur, Nagaland. Nltv went and had a look at the condition of the dogs living in the SPCA Shelter. After visiting the place, it was learned that the shelter was inaugurated in the year 2021 with an aim of providing home, food, treatment to dogs that are being left alone on the streets and have been abused. SPCA will be organizing their first ever pet show in Nagaland on 27th and 28th of November.
I'd like you to meet Angus, and he's been rescued from Paipijang. He was in such a bad shape that his legs had to be amputated, and now he is with one of our SPCA members here, and her name is Limala Waling. And she is right now taking care of him in her own house and everything, because there's nobody full-time in the shelter, so she volunteered to take care of him. Till such time as he becomes okay, then we might give him for adoption. He was such a thing, I thought he would die. He was so skinny, full of ticks and full of worms and full of everything, but look at him now. After the treatment with all love and care, see what he's become. Just meet Benji, yeah? Now, okay. He was abandoned on the roadside and he's got some leg problem. You can see that. See, he can't walk properly. So we just rescued him, and let's hope he becomes okay after some treatment. Then see the way he's walking, he's just crawling, poor thing. So let's hope that he find a new house, a new home. We request everybody to come to the pet show which we're having on the 27th and 28th of November. Please do come and support us. It will be lots of fun and we will be spreading awareness. Everybody, please come on the 27th and 28th. Please do not forget.
The Lotha community of Padampukuri village on Sunday celebrated its Silver Jubilee and Tokumong Festival jointly. Tokumong is the harvesting festival which is celebrated in the first week of November every year. Furthermore, MLA Azheto Jimomi graced the occasion as the chief guest. Notably, the Lotha community of Padampukuri has more than 230 households. We have more on this. Come, let's have a look.
Padampukuri Lotha community la chairman Yampothan Yangtan sir talo de ekta duita khota hodilo bo itu program la upor de to sir aji ami nete have si janu parche khali itu Tokumong ikla ne silver jubilee ase gune to itula opor de olop ekta duita ami han ke janai
for that etu nimite to ami kobole mon hoa to ami khan laga lotha community formation aru inception kuri kina ami khan 1996 for ahi kina itia 2021 de 25 years hoa nimite ami khan laga etu bhabna de ami khan laga 25 years silver jubilee celebrate kuri asa along with our Tokumong, and we feel it that is any appropriate hoa nishna lagya nimite nga kuri she
to kiman ta population nishna ase ete apne han lothan padam bukhri de
household jo 230 if not 2030 ase population wise to 1000 apung chile bin nga to nishna to ase padam bori lotha community de
to apni aji Tokumong ase naga manu ke kiba ekta message puthai dum jase itu kiba ekta
thank you Nltv for that, because I just want to share that ami khan laga in kun laga community laga hoile festival to ami khan to Thanksgiving our blessing nimida se forgiveness nimida to kane ami khan through this festival mukhan naga manu khan or mukhan sob ene etu forgiveness our kiba blessing to isor logote mangi kina loi kina tu nishena mangi kina loi jaile hi.
Kifire district, Nagaland reported lowest first dose coverage in India at 21% on 7th of November on grounds of a social media rumor. Hesitancy among Christian villagers were driven by a belief that they would be infected with a microchip engraved with the infamous number 666, the number of beast. Low literacy rate in the district further complicated the hesitancy factor. The villagers feared that the vaccine would induce fertility and death after 2 to 3 years of the vaccine, due to which little first dose vaccination were taken and the second dose coverage was only 16% on November 6th. Dr. K. Fuazo Khalo, District Immunization Officer Kifire, explained that 666 is Antichrist according to Christian beliefs. The misbelief was reported to have spread from January and has affected even some educated villagers and health auxiliary staff. The major inhabitants of Kifire districts were the Sangtam, Sumi and Yumkwing. Chief Secretary J. Alam IAS on Saturday called for a review meeting to discuss matters related to payment of pending advertisement bills at the Chief Secretary's Conference Hall, Kohima. J. Alam stated that all pending advertisement bills should be cleared and the department should expedite the process at the earliest. He also mentioned that all bills should be paid on priority basis in the future and should not be kept pending. Stating that the state advertisement policy is in place, Alam said that the policy should be followed religiously so that all payments of bills are done through a single window and not to avoid confusion and accumulation of bills. Tokumong is celebrated by the Lothas every year on 7th of November. Nagaland TV, in view of this, went to Woka Town Public Ground to celebrate the Tokumong. The chief guest of today's program is the advisor of Horticulture and Border Affairs, Matung Yangtang. During the program, we saw traditional dance from the Rengma cultural troupe and N. Longidang village. Chief guest on his speech encouraged the people to promote Lotha culture and language. He also told the people to work harder and make use of the land and resources blessed upon them by God.
Hello, sir. What is your Tokumong message to the people this year?
I wish blessings to everybody, prosperity through Tokumong, to all the Lotha community and all to all people of the world.
Any message to the younger generations this Tokfa?
I request the younger generation to imbibe on our rich traditions and culture and to have respect for the elders.
Thank you, sir. Happy to
Seithemaksi celebrated Tokumong Festival on November 7th at Orphanage Home area. The Tokumong Festival had two sessions where the first session was celebrated formally with Dr. Ronaldo Lotha, who graced the program as the chief guest. The second session kicked off with the volleyball final match, followed by prize distribution.
Well, we all have a festival. Nagaland is called Leno Festival. But the center theme of all Naga festival should be forgiveness, reconciliation, and thanksgiving with oneness of heart. Without that, the festival that we are celebrating would be merely an academic one. Therefore, we must all make the theme of our celebration, with oneness of heart and forgiveness. That is the message that I would like to convey to all our Naga brethren.
Organized Croatia regarding pandemic, so many I parane always colony kiba organized and I'm so happy so many people turned up today. And regarding the feast, our respected Dr. Len Lotha, he's the host. I hit a sop kiba kuridi na kushi gunado amihan sop manu kushi ara khawal ne feast will be gather kurnaze. Regarding that is it.
And I want to ask you something. Kiman the household listeners have
over here, Lotha Manu, nearly 285 household. 285 household, our Manu, around 11 houses. Semaze, 3-4 houses, and I said Angami can be nearly 30 houses. Sitting must see only.
So any message for the Nagas apna side since it's your festival, Lotha Manna Festival, any message for the fellow Nagas?
Okay. No, actually, I'm on the Mondo, it signifies forgiveness. One thing I want to emphasize, though Amihan Lotha Manudo, it is festival, action get forgive, no matter what. So to the Nagas, I would like to say, to the Nagas, my message to Omunjado, Amihan big Papi Manu as a soft festival in our what the action get, maps up for the betterment of tomorrow. Now, Grishi Guledo, Palo, when I give you the message.
Thank you, sir.
The final match of 21st NSF Martya's Memorial Trophy was held on 6th of November at Kohima IG Stadium. The final match was played between Myakani Chrono FC and Headhunters. Headhunters won the match by 1-0. The champion team, Headhunters, received the trophy and cash prize of 2 lakh, and the runners-up team, Myakani Chrono FC, received cash prize of 1,20,000. Shri Tongpang Ozukum, Honorable Minister PWD, Government of Nagaland, graced the final match as the special guest. Highest goal scorer was awarded to Yangsalu Kep with 15 goals, best goalkeeper to Rukomvilo Femo, and best defender was won by Moirang Tem. Best fielder Asito Krose, and player of the tournament was Hao Ting Mang.
Getting the certificate of appreciation from our Honorable Advisor to the Chief Minister, Sri Meadow Yoka, followed by Tanjam Kiranjit. Ladies and gentlemen, a big round of applause for the player of the tournament, Tokumong, that is Victor, the captain of the Headhunter, sporting jersey number 4. The team coach, team manager, and the players of the Magaling, you may please come forward.
The centre must hold an emergency meeting of states neighbouring Delhi to devise a mechanism to deal with crop residue burning, due to which the city's air quality has deteriorated, stated Delhi Environment Minister Gopal Rai on Sunday. Delhi's air quality index stood at 437 in the severe category at 8 a.m. on Sunday. Incidents of crop residue burning in other states and the air quality in Delhi are linked, as deteriorating air quality figures show Rai said at a press conference. Rai said he was written to the Union Environment Minister asking for an emergency meeting of states including Punjab, Haryana, Uttar Pradesh and Delhi to find a mechanism to address the perennial issue of crop residue burning and high levels of air pollution in the national capital. Crop residue burning in neighbouring state is responsible for worsening air quality in Delhi during winters, he added.
पूरी दिल्ली पिछले 3 दिनों से प्रदूषण की मार को झेल रही है। दिल्ली के अंदर हवा दमघोटू बनी हुई है। पूरी दिल्ली इसको लेकर के चिंतित है। ये जो पराली का जो प्रदूषण आ रहा है, इसको तत्काल रोकने के लिए इमीडिएट इमरजेंसी मीटिंग बुलाई जाए, जिसमें पंजाब, हरियाणा, उत्तर प्रदेश, राजस्थान और दिल्ली के पर्यावरण मंत्रियों की इमरजेंसी मीटिंग कॉल की जाए और तत्काल प्रभाव से इसमें क्या हो सकता है, इसको लेकर के डिस्कस करके और इसे इम्प्लीमेंट करने की तरफ बढ़ा जाए, जिससे कि ये पराली का जो पोल्यूशन दिल्ली के सांसों में जो जहर बन करके घुल रहा है, इसको कंट्रोल किया जा सके और न सिर्फ तात्कालिक तौर पर बल्कि अस्थायी तौर पर भी एक मैकेनिज्म बनाया जाए, जिससे कि ज्वाइंट एक्शन प्लान पराली को खत्म करने के लिए लागू किया जाए।
Listing out the accomplishments of the government during her speech at the BJP National Executive meeting, Finance Minister Nirmala Sitharaman took a shot at the opposition, accusing them of tarnishing India's image. The minister said that India's great methodical way in administering over 100 crore vaccine doses is being praised across the world. She pointed out that rupees 36,000 crore was allocated in the budget for vaccination and improving overall healthcare infrastructure. The entry of women in defence and army and the establishment of Sainik schools came as a part of the resolution, the minister said. The water supply in Delhi has been disrupted due to the increase in ammonia level pollutions in the Yamuna water supply. Treatment and pumping of water treatment plants have been affected, resulting in massive disruption of the supply. The Delhi Jal Board has stated that supply would be affected in East Delhi, Northeast Delhi, South Delhi and parts of New Delhi Municipal Council area. Residents has complained that the water supply gets cut every 2 months, and since the tap water is yellowish and has a pungent smell, residents need to buy water from shops. The water supply was cut on Saturday without any prior information, and local residents could not store any water in that case. The government has been asked to take concrete step regarding the disposal of industrial waste in Yamuna. The inmates of Fatehgarh district jail in Uttar Pradesh have taken control of the correctional facility after rioting on Sunday morning and are holding jail officials captive while attempts are being made to pacify them. Officials aware of the development said that the prisoners went berserk on Sunday morning as they pelted stones, set a part of the prison on fire and attacked the jail officials. 2 deputy jailers, Akhilesh Kumar and Shailesh Kumar, were in their captivity. The jail security guard and police fired tear gas to disperse the prisoners and regain control of the jail, but it did not work, the officials added. The officials also said that inmates were angry following the death of an under-trial inmate named Sandeep Kumar while he was under treatment. The prisoners alleged that Kumar was given delayed and wrong treatment causing his death. Jail authorities have not commented on the matter so far. Prime Minister Narendra Modi on Sunday is attending the National Executive Committee meeting of the Bharatiya Janata Party, which is currently underway at the NDMC Convention Centre in New Delhi. Notably, the BJP is holding the meeting to discuss organizational matters as well as the party's strategy for the assembly polls in 7 states next year, including Goa, Manipur, Punjab, Uttar Pradesh, Uttarakhand, Himachal Pradesh and Gujarat. Furthermore, the National Executive Committee meeting is also expected to deliberate on the recent by-poll results and see the passage of resolution by the top party brass. The Bombay High Court on Sunday reversed a special order remanding former Maharashtra Home Minister Anil Deshmukh in judicial custody. He was sent to custody to the Enforcement Directorate till 12th of November. On Saturday, Deshmukh was brought to Mumbai's Arthur Road jail after a special court sent him to 14-day judicial custody. He was arrested based on the allegations levelled against him by the former Mumbai Police Commissioner Parambir Singh. Ahead of assembly elections in Goa, the Chief Minister of Delhi and Aam Aadmi Party convener Arvind Kejriwal will embark on yet another visit to the poll-bound state. The Chief Minister has reached Goa for his two-day visit at around 2 p.m. on Sunday. As per reports, during the tour, Kejriwal might get Goa Mining People's Front convener Putti Gaonkar inducted into AAP. Notably, this is Kejriwal's fourth visit to the poll-bound state in recent months. During the last 3 years, visits, Kejriwal announced government-sponsored pilgrimage schemes, free 24/7 electricity and a job guaranteed. AAP has been aggressively growing in the state. To provide relief to common man and during festive season, the central government had announced to reduce the excise duty on auto fuel earlier this week. Following the footsteps of the centre, at least 16 states and 7 union territories had slashed the value-added tax on petrol and diesel in India. All these states are ruled by Bharatiya Janata Party and its allies. After the price cut, petrol has come down under ₹100 per litre mark in most part of the country. The petrol and diesel prices remain constant for the third consecutive day on Sunday. A litre of petrol would cost ₹109.98 per litre in Mumbai. Petrol price was the highest in the financial capital, that is being Mumbai among the 4 metro cities. Nationalist Congress Party and Maharashtra Minister Nawab Malik on November 7th claimed that Aryan Khan's case was kidnap and ransom. BJP leader Mohit Kamboj was accused as the architect of the Cordiala cruise drug bust case. Mr. Malik proclaimed Mr. Kamboj as the partner in crime of Narcotics Control Bureau Officer Samir Wankhede extortion racket. Another ally of the case was Kasif Khan, attempted to ensnare Maharashtra Minister Aslam Sheikh to the cruise party. Mr. Malik avows that Aryan Khan didn't purchase the cruise party ticket but was tricked by Pratik Gaba and Amir Future Natterwala. The trap was laid through Mohit Kamboj. Aryan was kidnapped and ransomed, and after the initial demand of 25 crore, the deal was settled at 18 crores. I'll take your leave. This is Gargi Dekha. Keep watching Nagaland TV for more news and updates.